Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of November 2020. This month, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell, and you will catch me live. But Sag, let's see what is going on for you. Definitely some sort of conflict here. We're going to have to see how to... but you have the Chariot, which is like a victory. So I do feel like you could be having a victory over a conflict, or some sort of conflict could be ending. You have the sun, which is amazing. So the sun is coming out. You also have this sunflower on this purification card. So this actually looks really good, Sagittarius. The first row sucks, but everything else here is definitely really positive. And the first row is your past position anyway. So, this could just be some sort of conflict or competition that you've experienced in the past. But let's see here, Sagittarius. Your overall energy for the month, there you go. Happy. I feel like you are going to be very happy this month, plain and simple. The sun, you have the purification card. You even have the death card, which has the sun rising in the back between the two pillars that are on the moon. And you also have the Ace of Wands, feeling very inspired. So I feel like there is a ton of happiness coming in for you this month, and a lot of abundance as well. I also feel like you could be channeling things as well. It looks like she's channeling. I always say she's got this like rainbow light, whatever you want to call it, like coming into the top of her head. So I feel like you could be very spiritually connected, and I feel like you could be channeling like ideas, plans, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you have this Fox card, which says there are no shadows without light. So that's this right here, the shadows. You went through the shadows, I feel, chaos and conflict, but you had to go through that so you could find the light. That's what I feel like this is saying for you. You have this chaos and conflict card here. So like I said, in your first card here is the Five of Wands, which is the card of chaos and conflict. So I feel like you have experienced a lot of chaos and conflict in the past. I feel like this is like an internal pull. I feel like this is some internal challenges that you have experienced, or some feelings basically with that Five of Wands. So, but this is like a choice. I feel like you have the Chariot. The choice is what will make you happy. I feel like that's what you've had to, I feel like that is a choice that you have had to make, or that is a choice that you have been struggling with, is like, well, what will make me happy? Will, this person make me happy if this is a love situation? Will this job make me happy? Will this business make me happy? Whatever. I feel like that is a question that is coming up with this energy. You have the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Chariot wanted to come out with that Ten of Wands there. So you do have the Chariot, which is a victory, but I feel like this is talking about a choice, the Chariot card here. Again, definitely could have been experienced conflict. I feel like this is just your energy for the most part here. As I always say, I don't really do love readings. I do whatever comes up readings. If that's love, it's love. If it's something else, it's something else. But for you, I feel like this is very personal. I feel like this is internal conflict, and that has led to burdens, not being sure what choices to make, not being sure what to do. But you do have the Chariot. The Chariot represents external circumstances because there are these two sphinxes on the Chariot right here. And those two sphinxes represent other things in the Chariot driver's life, like people or jobs or responsibilities and other things. But you know what? He is in control of the Chariot. I almost feel like this first row is realizing that you realizing that you are in control. I feel like this is a realization you have had, is that, ultimately other people can, cause conflict in your life. Other people or decisions about other people could cause conflict in your life, but it's like ultimately you are in control of your own happiness, this happiness that you are going to be receiving. Again, I feel like you've already made this up in your mind. I feel like you have already had this realization, because we have the Sun, the purification card, Ace of Wands, the happy card as well. So it's like you are heading towards extreme happiness with this energy. I do feel like for some of you, this could be travel as well. So I do feel like some of you could be like wanting to travel, but again, because of the whole virus situation, there could be a lot of obstacles in doing that with the Five of Wands. We'll see. We're going to clarify this and see what comes up. You have the polar bear here. It says nurture, allow any anxieties and worries to be gently released and offered up to be healed. So again, I feel like you're already doing this. I feel like you're letting go of any anxieties and fears and or challenges here with this row here. I'm going to clarify that. Yeah, you have the panda, the opposite of a polar bear. I say ask how to bring balance to a situation into your heart. So I feel like you are creating balance here with that energy. You have the Magician, the Death card, and the Sun in this row. Amazing new beginning coming in for you, something that'll make you very happy. Again, like I said, on the Death card, there are these two pillars back here. If that's going to focus, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's focusing, but maybe it is. But trust me, there are two pillars here from the Moon card, and the Sun is coming up in between those two pillars. The Moon represents a temporary period of time. The Moon can represent fears, illusions, fantasies, things like that, mysteries, but it's temporary. The Death card shows the Sun coming up between those two pillars, and it's kind of like the Sun is coming up. Here's the Sun right here. The Sun is a card of abundance, happiness, celebrations, reason to celebrate. I feel like this is something that you have manifested in your life. The Magician card, normally to me, it says that you need to manifest something or that you need to practice manifestation, but I feel like you have. Like, I feel like this is saying you have manifested something. I feel like there's nothing to manifest because you have done it already with that Magician card. I feel like the things that you're doing now have led to a lot of happiness here. And I feel like you need to, I would keep practicing those things. In a lot of ways, I'm getting a very weird message here as well, Sagittarius, that you are paying attention, or you need to pay attention to kind of like what works on a very deep level. That's a very general statement. So what the hell does that mean? What that means is, like in work, for example, it's like maybe you're noticing that things go up and then things come down. I feel like you need to pay attention when things go up so that you can repeat that. Like, this is popping into my head. I'm getting the word repetition and paying attention. And so, like, a weird message, and I feel like this is just saying that, like, you need to pay attention to what works in your life, basically, because if we don't pay attention, if we don't track that, then we can't do what works again. You know, and I feel like a lot of people just kind of like operate as a zombie, right? And we need to move away from that zombie kind of living. I'm not calling you a zombie here, Sagittarius, but what I am saying is that the Sun says pay attention to what works so that you can duplicate it, so that you can do it over and over and over again. Maybe there's something that works in love. You know, pay attention to what works and do it over and over and over again with this energy. You have this Purification card. Again, there's a sunflower on it. Sunflowers represent the Sun, and they represent abundance, happiness. You definitely could be purifying things in your life and cleansing things. The Sun, you know, pretty much kills toxic things like bacteria and stuff like that, right? The Sun is considered to be cleansing. That's not a scientific statement, by the way. I'm not a doctor. Do not take this as medical advice, Sagittarius, but, you know, I am saying the Sun is like cleansing, right? So I feel like there could be cleansing going on in your life. You have the Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Wands in this row. A lot of success. This is you standing out. I feel like this is you kind of taking the lead. I feel like you're in a position of power and strength at this time. Definitely Chariot, Sun, King of Wands, you. So major success coming in for you. This is a lot of success here with the Six of Wands. It's a card of a victory. And you have the Ace of Wands as well, which is like a very, very passionate new beginning. So this looks amazing. A lot of happiness coming in for you. I am going to pull you an extra row. I've pretty much pulled all the fire signs in extra row. And this new beginning is not very clear to me, so let's see what this new beginning that could potentially be coming in for you is. And you have the Milk and Honey card, another one of the best cards in this deck. So a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment coming in for you. Ten of Cups, Fortune After Difficulty. This is an amazing reading here for you, Sagittarius. Four Cups here, needing to accept this into your life. And the Seven of Swords, let go of fears. Even with the Seven of Swords, I wouldn't even worry about it. You know, Seven of Swords can represent lying, cheating, stealing, but it can also represent fears. So I feel like you need to let go of your fears. Four of Cups says you need to accept this Ten of Cups into your life. This right here says you need to let go of your fears, like I said, and don't trick yourself out of something that could be this beautiful as the whole entire reading is. So I feel like sometimes I feel like when something really good comes into our lives, we can kind of try to trick ourselves out of it, or we can do things to like sabotage it. So I feel like this is saying don't sabotage greatness, basically, Sagittarius. But let's clarify and let's see what's going on for you. Between the Five of Wands and the Magician, Three of Spades here, I do feel like you've been going back and forth on whether or not to be with a person. For some of you, I feel like this has been years. So for some of you, maybe you have been going back and forth on whether or not to stay with a person in your life. I feel like there's love there, which is weird, but it's just like maybe I feel like this has to do with growth in a lot of ways. So it's like maybe you're with a person who's like a good person, or maybe you're with a person who does make you happy on a certain level, but maybe you have outgrown this situation, or maybe you're with a person who isn't willing to grow. So it's kind of like feels like a weird situation to me. Well, we're going to clarify. Between the Knight of Wands In the death, you have the Five of Diamonds, just do it. So I feel like you need to just jump into a new beginning. I do feel like a lot of you could be letting go of someone who has caused conflict or competition in your life in love. And I feel like you're just going to start something new. Amazing card for money, by the way, so love it. Between the Chariot, the Ten of Wands, and the Sun, you have the Nine of Hearts. This is called the Rider, and it represents true love coming in for you. It represents a knight in shining armor, so I feel like there could be true love coming in for you. For those of you, for all of you, even if you want love, even if you don't want love, I feel like this is happiness coming in for you. Nine of Hearts is a dream. So I feel like you need to kind of like manifest a dream in your life. And it's also a card of a wish. So I feel like there could be a wish coming in for you. Between the Magician and the Six of Wands, you have the Queen of Spades here. This is called the Bouquet. It's kind of like a gift from the universe, and I just dropped all the cards, Sagittarius, so let's get those picked up. But, you know, the Queen of Spades is a gift from the universe, so I feel like there could be some sort of gift from the universe coming in for you at this time, and that would be nice. It can also just represent an offer, so it could be like an offer of love coming in for you with that card. Between the Death card and the Ace of Wands, you have the Jack of Diamonds. Again, cutting something out. The Jack of Diamonds is called the Scythe, and you have the Death card to the Jack of Diamonds. It can say that cutting something out of your life will make you more happy. So, like I said, for some of you, this can be very simple. Mars retrograding back into Pisces this month as well, you know, could lead to like health changes. You could be very focused on your health or wanting to change your health in some way. So that wouldn't really surprise me. And, you know, that could be what that's saying. I also feel like you're just feeling very inspired with this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands can just be inspiration. You know, it can be like that lightning strike to the top of your head, the light bulb moment that leads to 10 of Cups. So love it. Between the Sun and the King of Wands, you have the Nine of Clubs. Again, don't trick yourself out of something that could be very good for you. Coming up in the same row here, this is called the Fox, and it can represent tricking yourself out of something that is very good for you. Again, I've talked about this a million times on my channel, that, you know, there can be situations where it's like, maybe we get into a relationship with a person we don't feel like we're good enough for, whatever the hell that means, right? And so we ruin the relationship because we're like, oh, I'm not good enough for this. Like, don't trick yourself out of something good. This could be business as well. It's like, sometimes I think in business or work, we can make a bunch more money, but it pulls us out of a comfort zone. So then we sabotage it, and we end up making less. So I feel like it says, don't sabotage success in your life. Between the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups, you have the Queen of Hearts. This is called the Stork, and it just represents the birth of something new. For some of you, that could be pregnancy. Again, I am not a doctor, so please get a pregnancy test, right? If you feel like you're pregnant, obviously, but I feel like this could be pregnancy for some of you. For others, it's just the birth of a relationship. So I feel like could be the birth of something new, relationship-wise, coming in for you. And that looks very good, so I like it. Between the Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups, you have the Three of Clubs here. Three of Clubs is a card of second chances. It came up a lot this month, this card. You're the last sign I'm doing a video for this month, and this card came up a lot. Three of Clubs can be a second chance in love, but it's not really like someone from the past. It just represents like feeling like you have found true love again, or feeling like you have found someone that you can really connect to, or something like that. So I feel like it's that type of second chance. Between the King of Wands here and the Seven of Swords, you have the ship. This is like, it's actually called the boat. It's like a ship on the ocean, and it's the Ten of Spades. It just represents going from one thing to another. For some of you, there's like a lot of stuff here that could represent a move. You have the Knight of Wands, the Death card, the Chariot, even the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, and the Ten of Spades. So some of you could be moving or traveling. For others, I feel like you're just moving away from tricky energy. Top row outcome, you have the Eight of Hearts. I love it. Eight of Hearts as an outcome is very positive. It is like a gift from the universe, and it is a card called the Moon, but it's not like the moon in the tarot. It is more of your romantic fantasies, and it says you could be attracting someone who is very fulfilling love-wise, or they could also say that the reason you're going to be very happy at this time with the Happy Happy card is because you are attracting things that you just want in your life. Eight of Hearts is, could represent desires outside of love. It could say that you want to have a multi-billion-dollar business. It could say you want to be more spiritually connected. Whatever it is for you, doesn't matter. This says you are going to be manifesting that at this time. In your middle row here, you have the Two of Spades. I do feel like some of you are, again, this is such a weird reading because I feel like you could be very happy but I also feel like there could be some sort of separation going on here, or it might have already happened in the past. For some of you, I'm wondering if you have mentally separated away from someone. It's like you could still be with them, but at the same time, mentally, you could be like, this is like kind of over in a lot of ways here. I do see, for some of you, I feel like this is an amicable breakup, like where it's like both people just agree to split up and, it's fine. So it doesn't, maybe that's why it's not so bad. So if that story is for you, it's like maybe both people see the relationship as over in a friendly way and it's just going to end like that. For others, I feel like this is you just cutting something out that no longer serves you. In your bottom row, the sun twice, basically. This is the Ace of Diamonds. A lot of success coming in for you this month. A lot of happiness, a lot of reasons to be happy as well. So I really like to see that. I do feel, again, that your biggest challenge this month is other people's expectations with this Chariot and the Ten of Wands. I feel like it could be external circumstances, needing to realize that you are your own person, needing to realize that other people can't control your life or do anything for you is what I would say there. But this is a very good reading. So thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy the rest of your month.